Howdy guys, and welcome back to more Cure. In the last episode, we found out that we actually got our first gig. Someone actually wants us to play at their cafe. So, yeah. That's good, right? Getting the band back together for one last show. Probably not, but let's get going, shall we? Wow, we got something major coming up.
名古屋でライブか。現実感がないな。
It'll be great. I'm all for it. We'll just do our best.
そうね。それしかないね。これもきっと何かの巡り合わせだと思うし。
It is a good opportunity.
でも、こんな大事な時期にやることではないわよね。
Yeah.
人はこうやって道を踏み外してゆくのかしら。
She sighs. It's too late for that. It's too late for that. Next day, all the members visit Yagihara. He just finished his practice session, and when he heard that we want to take the offer, he called the owner of the music cafe Nagoya.
名古屋はね、最近バンドマンの人口が減ってるのに、どういうわけかライブハウスばっかり増えちゃったらしくて、いいバンドを集めるのにどこも苦労してるんだってさ。
I see. I didn't know that. That's why he wants a band from Tokyo.
でも実力がなければ呼ばれないさ。こんな話が来てよかったな。俺もわざわざゲストとして参加してもらった甲斐もあったってもんだな。
He smiles. Punk rockers are supposed to be antisocial, but he is so kind and generous. And by the way, did you explain to him about the legendary instrument Ankarari? I ask.
そういう設定であればいいじゃんか。笑ってもらえるぜ、きっと。
He laughs. He doesn't seem to care. I don't think he cares about anything.
私、生まれも育ちも東京です。中国語喋れません。
Oh, we're going to China? Karai protests, but he just laughs.
まあそれよりもさ、どうせ名古屋まで行くんなら、それで U ターンしないでもっといろいろ行ってみたらどうだい。この夏はバンドに捧げてみるのもいいんじゃないか。
The whole summer? Really? I don't know. This casual suggestion is about to change their summer completely.
もっといろいろですか？
うん、そう。せっかく車で機材積んでいくわけだろ。だったらついでに大阪とか京都とかあの辺も回ってさ、路上ライブやったり、もし可能なら地元のライブハウスに出演させてもらったりして、もちろん観光もして、そういうツアーを企画したらどう？ライブ、
大阪、たこ焼き、お好み焼き。
Their voice is so cute. Karai's about to drool. Does she think live performances equal food?
ちょうど夏だし、イベントもいっぱいやってる。覗くだけでもいいんじゃないか？もしその気ならさ、俺らも何回かツアーとかしてるから、顔見知りのライブハウスだったら口くらいは聞いてあげられるかもしれない。
I have a license to
誰か車の
kill.
免許あるかい？
Does that count?
あ、私持ってます。
She has a license? We already talked about that at Murakami's house yesterday. If things are set, we'll borrow Murakami's parents' van and Chini's going to drive.
そこまで決まってるなら万全じゃないか。急にこんなこと言われても困っちゃうかもしれないけど、旅しながら演奏するのはミュージシャンの一つだ。
To travel around the country, perform at venues. That'll be fun.
その話、やばいですね。
Chini mutters seriously. Wild.
だって、なんていうか魅力的すぎる。でも本当にそんなことしてていい時期じゃないのにな。
Oh. Yagihara laughs happily.
受験もそうかもしれないが、こういうのだって今しかできないことだぜ。苦労しながらいろんな経験をするんだ。
True. I'm sure something will happen.
うまくいかないだろうしな。
pauses and looks at each of our faces.
他の地方に出かけて行って演奏するのはなかなか難しいよ。 親しい人のいない場所じゃどうしたって最低限の部分以外は現場でフォローしてくれる人なんかいないし、あと土地ごとに客の感じも違うしな。
God knows what he's talking about.
それ以外にも四六時中メンバーと一緒にいれば人間関係にも難しいものが出てくるだろうし、いろいろな面でバンドの力が試される。だけどそれが楽しいんだ。
Challenges, huh? I don't know if we can do that. We don't have such a tight bond as you guys do. Yagihara smiles bitterly.
まあとにかく名古屋までは行ってみたらどうだろう。それで感じをつかめたらまた考えなよ。
Yeah, we'll call you, buddy.
あとはそうだな、ツアーのことで困ったら俺に相談したらいい。
He looks happy that we're enthusiastic about this. I ask him about one thing that's been bothering me. Why are you so kind to us? I don't get it, man. Then he answers half seriously and half jokingly.
そうかな、別に親切で言ってるわけじゃないんだぜ。ただ目があるやつには活躍してほしいだけだ。暗いニュースばかりだから明るい話題を作れるやつが少しでも増えるのはたとえ自分のことでなくとも希望だよ。
I think that's a sign of a good musician right there. When you can recognize not only your own talents but the talents of others, and you want to nurture both of them at the same time. The next morning. I'm the only one who sleeps in just because it's summer break in this household. Oh, goodness. Yugo has morning practice for her club, and my parents don't get summer off. So when I get up just before noon, there's nobody home, and I just microwave some stuff from the refrigerator. I used to do that. I used to sleep in all the time, but I can't do that these days. I feel like it's wasted on my day if I sleep until like 11 o'clock or noon or something. Up and at 'em is my motto. Get up early. But today I got up early, so I was able to eat freshly made breakfast. When I sit at the table, Yuko's reading a magazine in her sweats. My mom serves rice in the rice bowl. When I ask her why Dad isn't at the table, she says he left for a business trip last night. Yuko talks to me as I take a bite of my toast. I guess, am I? It's Culture Festival, that's the only name Yuko uses. Shikako-chan. If I ask her to stop, I'm sure she's just gonna tease me, so I don't say anything. I'll just wait for her to get tired of it. Maybe. Yeah, I guess. Yuko asked me for the schedule, but I can't really give her detailed answers. I'm hoping to leave early enough so we'll get there before the sun goes down. First we'll go see the owner of the music cafe who invited us, and then tomorrow is the rehearsal and the performance. That's all I know. I don't think nothing's been said after that yet. If there's an opportunity to participate in events, then we'll probably do that, and if not, we might even perform on the streets. Or if we end up realizing it's above our ability, we may just go home. We have an open schedule, and we just have to see what happens. Play it by ear, you know. But I'm not too worried. We'll do just what we can do, that's all. We can't keep worrying about the future. At least, that's what I think. Maybe this is a result of tonight's special training. But if I stay like this, I may have problems once I'm in the real world. I get worried about myself not getting worried, but I had to tell my family that there's nothing to worry about. Don't worry. I won't do anything stupid. We'll just play it by ear. I'll be home within a week or so.
ちゃんと毎日家に連絡しなさいよ。何かあってからじゃ遅いんだから。
Okay, Mom. She doesn't really say it, but I'm sure she doesn't like the idea of me going on a trip with the girls. My parents aren't too strict about things like that, but if Chini wasn't one of the girls, I'm sure they would have been opposed to this trip.
それにしたってずいぶん自由なプランなんだね。羨ましいな。私もそういう気ままな旅に行きたい。はあ、ねえ、味噌煮込みうどんとか味噌カツとか食べる？
I guess she thinks like Karari. Food on the brain. Maybe.
羨ましい。
Can't you get that stuff here? Why do you have to travel to get that?
ねえ母さん、私たちも旅行行こうよ。 お盆とかどう？
そんな暇もお金もないわよ。旅行行きたいならあなたも鹿之助みたいにアルバイトでも何でもして自分で行きなさい。
Oh, snap. Get a job.
ひどい。中学生にアルバイト勧める親なんかいるの？
Getting to work first early, you know? That's good. I finish my breakfast while Yuko mumbles. Then I grab my luggage and leave the table.
なんだかそんな格好してるとバンドマンみたいだ。
Oh, well, thank you. Yuko teases me when I put my bass on my shoulder. Actually, I am a band's man. Actually, I'll be a band's woman on stage, but that's another tale. But as I say so, I'm not sure if I can really call myself a band's man. I guess.
ま、本人が言う分には自由よね。
I think she should have a little more respect towards her brother. I head to the front door.
無茶はしないで。お金がなくなる前に帰ってくるのよ。
My mom sees me off. Bye. I'll make you proud. Jeannie and I were supposed to go together since we live close. I call her. She's very close by, and we meet right away. We walk together to the station.
朝でも暑いね。
Oh, I know, it's so hot out. Damn summer. She has a huge sports bag with her, and I see little beads of sweat on her forehead. It is hot, even though it's only morning. The sky is clear. I'm sure it'll get hotter as the day goes on. I wouldn't like it if it's too hot, but I'm glad it's not raining. What's in your bag? I ask her while looking at her packed bag.
服とタオルと化粧道具と、あと懐中電灯とラジオと。
She counts using her fingers. We already have flashlights and stuff like that. When we packed at Murakami's house yesterday, we took various outdoor items. We also packed a tent and a portable cooking stove. We aren't planning to camp out, but since we don't have too much money, we just want to be prepared. Utani says it's a good idea.
自分専用のも欲しいなって思って、何があるかわからないんだから。
Good thinking. What if one of our bags gets stolen? Good idea, Jeannie. You're always the smart one of the group. I know, but you always pack way too much. Do you remember the time when your family and my family went on a camping trip together? You brought that weird toy.
ああ、あれね。
Toy. Remember, you brought the whole dollhouse. I've never heard of a kid bringing something like that on a camping trip.
あの時はね、あれがすっごい気に入ってたのよ。家に置いてくのがかわいそうだったんだから仕方ないじゃない。
It's your home away from home. Once we got there, you put it on the tent, and I had to wash it. You and my dad went down to the river to fish. Can you imagine how envious I was?
そんなのよく覚えてるね。私忘れてたよ。
That's how disappointed I was.
でも、釣れた魚で一番大きいのを鹿之助に食べさせてあげたでしょ。それに、鹿之助ってああいうイベントであんまりはしゃがない子だったじゃない。てっきりそんなの興味ないのかと思ってたわよ。
Of course I was. I was so looking forward to fish in the river and to walk around the riverbank even before we left the house. I didn't say anything back then, but I really was.
自分の気持ちをはっきり言わないでひねくれてるから損するのよ。
Well, I can't argue with that, I suppose. But at least you should have known that I didn't go to watch your toys.
本当にもう、ずいぶん根に持ってるのね。そんな小さなことばっかり気にしてると大物になれないぞ。
Oh, shut up. Anyway, you pack way too much when you go on a trip.
でも、今回はお人形の家入ってないよ。
Yeah, no, you don't. That's a good thing. Are you sure, though?
荷物見せてあげようか。でも、下着はあんまり引っかき
Oh,
回さな
I
いで
will
よね。
make sure to go through your underwear. It's probably where you're hiding it. But I don't need to do that, I guess.
照れないでよ。冗談だって。ほら、足元気をつけて。そこに段差あるよ。
Shush. I see that. By the way, didn't your family say something about that trip? You are a girl, technically.
一応って何よ。
She gets angry a little. Oh, I wonder why.
まあ、でも大丈夫だったよ。それどころか、
1週間ちょっと遊びに行きたいんだってお母さんに言ったら、お母さん泣いちゃったんだ。びっくりしちゃったよ。
Why'd she cry?
うーん、
She puts her fingertip on her chin, as she's wont to do.
お母さんね、自分が離婚してからずっと私に苦労かけてるって気にしてたみたい。去年のことがあってから私が少しも遊びに行かなかったからね。無理して我慢してるんじゃないかってお母さん心配してたんだってさ。バカね、私我慢なんか何にもしてないのに、たまたま遊びたいようなことがなかっただけなのにね。
I see.
それで私が学生らしいこと言ったから嬉しかったんだってさ。大げさだよね。
Eh. I'm sure your mom was worried about you.
そうだろうけど、まあだから
I'm more worried about
特に問題も
Kashiwara.
なく気持ちよく送り出してくれたわけよ。
Her grandfather could
た
not
だ
approve of this
気を
trip.
つけろとは散々言われたけどね。
Yeah, I bet. Well, here we are. We get off and head to Sonali's house. Is coming with us? Probably not. With our heavy luggage, we arrive at Sonalia's all sweaty. We see a van that says Murakami Liquor on the side. There are two people walking around it.
トノヤン
Chini calls.
トノヤン
Donoyan? One of the people answers rather suspiciously.
そう、今なんとなく思いついたニックネーム。
上機嫌だね。
Sonalia smiles quietly. Are you already loading?
早朝に村上くんが家の前まで車で来て叩き起こされちゃった。それでドラムとか機材を一緒に積み込んでたんだ。
Good. You shouldn't have. We could have helped. Sorry about that. Murakami scratches his head in embarrassment.
いやー、なんだか布団の中でじっとしていられなくて、朝早く目が覚めてしまってな。どうせだからって殿屋も巻き込もうと起こしに行ったんだ。
Why are you so excited? It's not like you're going with us. Man, way to rub the salt in the wound, man. Why remind him?
そうなんだけれどさ、いろいろ心配しちゃって、ちゃんと迷わないでいけるかなとか、忘れ物しないかなってさ。
Oh, good. I'm glad. You're a good friend. Are we your children or something? But I didn't know you had a license.
知らなかったのか？俺配達もちょくちょく手伝ってるんだぞ。
I really didn't know. But to know you. I can't tell you enough how much you always help us. I changed the subject and talked to Tanoya.
いや、別にそれは大したことじゃないよ。それよりトノヤンって。
Hey, do you really want me to call you Kenta again? I don't think so. Looks a little perplexed. But he kind of always looks like that, so it's okay.
ねえ、トノヤン
Tanoyan! Genie calls to him as he checks his luggage. Checks the luggage in the
こ
back.
れ、ドラムセットごと本当に借りちゃっていいの？
うん、使って。僕のおもちゃになって部屋で眠ってるよりはライブでちゃんと使ってほしいんだ。その方が楽器も嬉しいだろうし。
そうだ。
Murakami says to me as if he thought of something.
どうせならベースも殿屋に貸してもらったらどうだ？あのゴミ捨て場から拾ってきたガラクタじゃいろいろ問題あるんじゃないか？殿屋、確かベースも。
Can I borrow it tonight? No, no. I interrupt Murakami as I wave my hand. This is what I've been using since spring. I don't want to change. I know it wasn't oversized garbage.
そうか？
Yeah, my hands are getting used to it too. I may mess up if I change the instrument now. If I want to change, I'd have changed it before the culture festival. Murakami nods, rather questionably.
それならもう一回センダーってしっかり書いてやろうか？外れてきただろう。
No, it's fine. That's okay, but I just don't get it. Why do you have to rewrite it? Don't you think this should fade away?
いやー、センダーってユーモアが気に入ったから このベースを手放したくないのかと思って。
No, not at all, man. Didn't you just hear me? I just said I like it because my hands are used to it. Anyway, are we sure we could borrow your car? Hope we don't get in a wreck. That'd be a mess. Murakami said it's no problem. Even Murakami's parents said we can use it as long as we want to. So they really have said that to us. We might end up really using it as long as we want to. We don't know how to restrain ourselves. How kind and generous they are. I don't think too many people would let them use their cars like this. Actually, their abnormally big hearts are just like Murakami's. Must be where he gets it. They're good people. I can see that they are related. Once everything is loaded, we get in the car. Remember, Japanese people drive on the wrong side of the road. Drive on the left. Once everything is loaded, we get in the car. Murakami and Tanoya say they want us to take them to the station, so they get in too. Are you okay? You look rather nervous. Chini's at the wheel with a straightened back and a very nervous face.
そんな不安そうな声出さないでよ。
How much driving have you done? I really am worried. Do you drive often? Should probably get the important questions out of the way.
月に1回くらいは。
Once a month. Have you driven a big car like this before?
ないよ。全然ない。
Great. I'm looking very hopeful for this trip. How can I not be worried? Will I come home alive? The image of a news broadcast appears in my head. The newscaster's reading our names. And as soon as she's done with our names, she moves on. Okay, the next is the news you've been waiting for. Soccer. Or football. She says so casually. As if my death means nothing. I'm sad.
それなら俺が代わりに運転してやろうか。
Please drive us, Murakami, please. No, she has to practice. She has a long way to go. Oh, I guess.
残念だな。せっかくだし、俺の F1 パイロット並みの運転技術を披露したかったのに。
I don't think that's something I'd brag about. I hope he never shows off such a technique in the middle of the city. Besides, you have to help out at the liquor shop, don't you?
まあ、案ずるより有無がやしよ。行くわよ。
Okay, everyone, I don't know what all you believe in, but you might want to pray to that particular individual. She yells to herself, and finally it's time to depart. Here comes the first incident. The engine won't start.
あれ
Great.
ああ、バッテリーが下手ってて、
Old
モータ
battery.
ーがあんまり回らないんだ。何とかやってればつくよ。それから、運転し始めはライトとかウインカーとかをなるべくつけないで。
Oh, God.
いっぺんに電気使うとエンストしちゃう。
Trying to drive at night. You gotta be kidding, man. You really meant that when you said it's a scrappy car. I'm starting to feel like going home.
まあ、一旦走り始めればなんとかなるよ。
If it gets going. Maybe it's better if the car breaks down completely and we don't leave until it's all fixed. But despite my thoughts, I hear the engine noise. The car has started.
よし、かかった。出発するわよ。ちゃんとシートベルトしてよね。
Of course I had mine on. So did Murakami to Tanoya. The van starts to move. The mirror falls all of a sudden.
あ、
Genie stops the car.
それもうすぐ外れるんだ。気に
This
しな
thing's
く
a
ていい。
wreck, man. I don't trust this to drive around. As we get nervous about it, he picks up the mirror and glues it back on where it was.
ほら、くっついた。
He's happy, but we just look at him with stunned expressions.
頑張ってね。
Yeah, good luck. We'll need it. Tanoya mutters quietly, and I nod. Oh God, please keep me safe. I fold my hands and pray.
鹿之助、
Chini calls me. I was sure she's gonna tease me, but that wasn't the case.
私の分も祈っておいて。
Oh God. The van starts again. Hey, can you start and stop more smoothly? You jerk so much, I'm feeling it on my neck and back. I complain.
そんなこと言ったって、こんな大きな車運転したことないもの。視線の高さも違うし、難しいよ。
Chini replies as she stares in front of
緊
her.
張もあるんだろう。街で乗るのはごちゃごちゃしてて難しいからな。高速に乗っちゃえば道も広いし信号もないし、
Yeah.
もっと気楽に運転できる。
That's true. The company's making it sound easy, but the idea of getting on a freeway like this is extremely worrisome. No matter how positive I try to think, it'll be like a casket at full speed. I wonder if we can get to Nago like this.
その前にキラリの家に無事にたどり着けるかどうかを祈っててほしいわ。
Oh yeah, we gotta pick up the girls. How could you say that as a driver? Despite the thrilling moments, we're getting closer to Karari's house. Surroundings change little by little. Karari always says, "We are poor." And now I can really understand what she means by looking at the neighborhood. The car continues through the neighborhood as we face reality. Since it's a very narrow one-way street, she needs going very slow, but the road reminds me of patchwork. The car shakes roughly. Then the car arrives at the destination. Someone's waving in front of the house.
あれ
But I'm sure she wants to say it's Karari, but I wasn't sure. She has pink
間
hair.
違いないわ。
Sheen has better eyesight than I do. Once we get closer, I'm able to see it too. It's our vocalist.
すごいね。大きい車だね。これに乗っていくんだ。
Yeah, we gotta carry all the equipment. This stuff isn't small. What's with the pink hair? Wait, isn't her hair always like that? Maybe I'm forgetting things. It could be a wig, I thought, but as I look at it closer, it looks like her own hair. What's that? Up in the window now.
近所のお姉さんにバンドやってるって言ったらタダで染めてくれた。
Okay. She answers joyfully. What do you think the teachers will say?
ツアーの間だけだよ。帰ってきたらまた黒くしてくれるんだって。
Okay, well that should be okay then. I don't get it.
気合入ってるな。
Then he talks as if nothing is wrong. That's Tanoya for you. You're just calm as hell.
それ似合ってるよ。目立つんじゃないかな。
ありがとう。でも
ありがとう
似合うの当たり前だよ。パンクロッカーやからね。
Of course. Karari tries to answer with an iffy Kansai accent. I guess her mind is already under the Kansai sky.
ねえ、この車に名前つけてもいいかな。
You cannot name this car.
ねえキラリ、準備はできてる？
ちょっと待って。猫に餌やるから。
Man, you should have fed them earlier. There are 2 plates full of rice, and I see 2 cats nearby. The cats are looking at us cautiously. I guess Karari was just feeding them the
終わっ
leftovers.
た。じゃあちょっと待っててね。
Do cats like rice? I know they like mice, but do they like rice? She disappears into the house. She comes back immediately. Girls usually take a lot more time getting ready. They put makeup on, fix their hair, etc. But Girl really takes what an elementary school boy would require. Not just elementary school boy during summer break. She only brings out a big bag full of her stuff. Of course, she doesn't have makeup on. Even her pink hair is messed up. She should have at least fixed her hair, but come to think of it, the stage isn't the only place I've ever seen her with makeup on, and her hair is always messed up somewhere. I don't think she's like this because she's rushed to get ready for the departure. I think this is her normal self.
お待たせ。
She tries to get in the car. There's a toddler running out from the front door.
キラリー。
The toddler calls her. Is she your sister? She looks like she just started kindergarten. She grabs Karari's
お土産。お
clothes.
土産。
Souvenirs. She clings on to Karari's leg while screaming. Karari kneels down to her eye level with a smile.
おう、任しとけ。お姉ちゃん、たくさん取ってきてやるからな。
She answers while wiping the toothpaste on her mouth and buttoning down her collar. I guess she's a good big sister at home. I'm impressed. She fixes her sister's clothes and rubs her head.
おとなしくしてるんだよ。迷惑かけちゃダメだからね。ほら、車から離れて。
She makes sure her sister's away from the car and gets in the car.
じゃあね。元気にしてるんだよ。
Karari waves and her sister waves back. She keeps waving until her mother comes out and takes her inside. You're a good big sister at home, huh? Karari becomes bashful.
自分の面倒はあまり見られないのにね。
Next, we have to pick Kashiwara up. I'm a little worried about her. She said she'd take care of her family, but it's that grandfather we're talking about. I don't think he'll let her go on the trip. As I expected, she didn't have permission yet the day before yesterday. She said she'd managed something yesterday. Can she really come? On the way to Kashiwara's house, we dropped Tonoya and Murakami off in front of the train station. They say they're going to the music store. Even after he gets off, Murakami stands by the window as if he doesn't want to let us go.
こんなガタガタの乗り心地の悪い車だけれど、体を壊さないでくれよ。
Yeah.
特に柏原には無理しないようによく言っておいてくれ。
Will do. He worries. Tonoya's worried about different things.
ライブハウスのスタッフの人に迷惑かけちゃダメだよ。挨拶もちゃんと忘れないでね。挨拶はバンドの基本だよ。
Of course. We're classy people. Gives us strange advice. Kurari answers to both of them.
村上くん、トノヤくん、絶対立派なバンドになって帰ってくるからね。私、忘れないから。
She must have seen a soap opera or something yesterday. She waves a handkerchief and says goodbye to them with tears in her eyes. We're just going to a cafe. We're not going on the voyage of the Titanic.
車酔いするなよ。
台湾ともちゃんと仲良くね。
Do give us advice.
二人のこと忘れないよ。
Doesn't sound like they responded to each other, but this is a normal conversation for those three. Oh goodness. Yawning. The car heads back to Kashiwara's mansion. By the way, I quit being in drag.
ダメだよ。
Kurari objects immediately.
そんなんじゃ面白くないじゃん。
Look, I can't keep playing this facade. I can't keep doing this. Be quiet. I've already decided. Besides, it's not a matter of fun or anything like that. Don't you think that kind of thinking always leads us to a wrong direction? I want to be a true bassist.
ダメだよ。絶対ダメ。そんなの資格じゃないよ。資格は女装しなきゃ資格じゃない。ほら、それにね、ネットでも綺麗な女の子
Yeah,
だ
but
って
they
評
think
判
I'm
だ
a
ったじゃん。フ
girl.
ァンへの裏切りだよ。
Cry, please, as she grabs my clothes with tears in her eyes. Her passion is abnormal. It's no use. Being popular as a girl doesn't mean anything. I brought Guy's costume. It's not a religious one either, it's a cool looking one. I'll be popular. Tired of you having fun by yourselves. No matter what I say, Kurari is opposed to my idea. I don't know why she's so eager to make me wear drag, but I can't give in. Not now. People's reactions after the culture festival made me realize for sure. Also, there's the issue with Masuki Onda, my so-called secret admirer, for those of you who don't know. This can't go on. I'll be manly. I'll open up and live as me.
そんなのないよね。ちえちゃんもそう思うでしょ。
As I express my intention, Kurari asks Chini.
それより静かにしてくれるかな。この辺結構車が混んでる
Let's
んだ。
not distract the driver, please. I want to survive. She grabs onto the steering wheel. She looks
あ
serious.
んまり騒ぐから運転に集中できなくて。死にたくないでしょ。
With such a serious reply, both of us become silent. We made it alive. The car stops in front of the elegant gate to the Kashiwara mansion. As she looks up at the mansion, Chini sighs. I have a sigh of relief too. Kurari looks around silently. Is she still quiet because Chini told her to earlier? I tell her it's okay now. She sighs.
なんとなくこの車のコツを掴んできたわ。これならなんとかなりそうよ。
Chini says with a smile. I guess she feels confident about driving this car. I think that's great. However, I hope she's sure about it rather than just thinking she can do it. Oh, please. Say it from the bottom of my heart.
まあ大丈夫だって任しといてよ。
She was so afraid of herself just a little while ago. Where did this confidence come from? Not knowing how I'm feeling inside, Chini makes a call. She's calling Kashiwara. Kashiwara answers right away. Chini says a few things and hangs up. I wonder if she was able to persuade her grandfather.
とりあえず今から出るから待ってくれってカッシーは言ってたけど。
Maybe she's coming right out. I don't think that's a phrase that you can misinterpret, but maybe you can. Ginny looks worried too. We wait for about 15 minutes in the car. Should we call her again? I'm about to say so. I hear hasty footsteps from the other side of the gate. The door next to the gate opens and we see a girl with a guitar on her back. It's Kashiwara.
早かったね。大丈夫だった？
Ginny asks, but Kashiwara is worried about something behind her. The maid, Saki, is following her with the bag, but she looks very worried and keeps looking back too. You had to sneak out, didn't you? I ask because it doesn't look normal.
何でもありません。大丈夫ですよ。
Kashiwara jumps onto the van and takes the bag from Saki. Are you sure everything is okay? I ask Saki too.
大丈夫です。お任せください。
The way she answers is just, nothing is okay. Take care of what? What is there to take care of? Before I can ask, Saki closes the
じゃ
door.
あ出発してください。
え、あの。
Jeannie's startled. She was looking at the map trying to figure out the way. Why is she rushing us to leave? What's going on?
サリナちゃん、どうしたの？
Even Karai notices something is wrong.
なんでもないの。キラちゃん、髪の毛染めたの？似合ってるね。
I don't like this.
そうだけど。
But Karai is still speaking. Kashiwara leans forward to the
早
driver's
く
seat.
出発してください。
She says gently but firmly.
あ、うん。
Jeannie starts the engine, not knowing what is really going on. Maybe because the engine was already warmed up, it starts right away. That's when we hear someone. Uh-oh. We hear the voice of an old man from the other side of the gate. Saki runs back inside. Hey Kashiwara, this is... I started to say
大
something.
丈夫ですから。今すぐ車を出してください。
Kashiwara smiles. But
お願いします。
いいの？
Jeannie confirms Kashiwara while holding the steering wheel.
いいんです。話はもうしてありますから。
No, this is not
平気で
okay.
す。
Don't lie to me,
お
please.
願いします。
Don't lie. I don't want to get charges for kidnapping.
わかった。あんたがそう言うなら信じるよ。
Jeannie answers shortly.
じゃあ行くよ。
She drives off. When the Kashiwara mansion is out of sight, Kashiwara sighs and leans back in the seat. As I turn to the passenger seat, my eyes meet with Karari's. Run away? I ask her silently. Karari tilts her head a little and replies, I don't know, but maybe. Silently, too. That's probably it. Kashiwara probably never got the permission from her grandfather, so she and Saki planned this. In this situation, I can't think of any other scenario. And it's complicated. Even if Kashiwara is a punk rocker and this trip is to perform, permission from her family is extremely important. Some people might say that no big deal, and even Shinny seems to respect Kashiwara's decision. But I don't think that's right, personally. Because I'm the only guy, I have to be concerned about how people would think more than anyone, even if I have no intention of doing anything. Did you really get permission from your family? As I start, her phone rings. She has a call coming in. Kashiwara looks at her phone for a while and thinks. It's probably from her grandfather. She looks out the window, then puts her hand on it. She threw her phone out the window. Oh man. At the same time, Kurai calls out. Kashiwara sticks her hand down and drops her phone. Phone bounces a few times on the road, then it's out of sight. We're all stunned. I don't know what to say. Kashiwara closes the window and fixes her hair.
すみません。ご迷惑をおかけしました。
She bows down very calmly.
それで、前島さん。さっき言いかけたことは何でしょう？
She looks into my eyes. Well, your grandfather posed this trip, didn't he?
大丈夫ですよ。 ちゃんと説得しました。
No, you did. You explained to him, but he doesn't agree. I worry. Okay, then. Of course, I don't believe her, but I can't say anything else.
言いたいことあるならはっきり言えばいいのに。
Jeannie teases me. Shut up, you concentrate on driving. I reply and look forward. If Kashiwara made up her mind herself, then it's not anyone's place to say anything anymore. I have absolutely no intention of doing anything her grandfather might be thinking anyway. More than anything, I was overwhelmed by her indescribable power. Kashiwara can be scary. And so with that, we're on our way to the gig. And that will mark the end of the video. I hope you all had a lovely time, and I will see you all in the next video. Take it easy, guys.